If you're traveling with China Southern Airlines and you have a transit through Guangzhou that's at least 6 hours and max 30 hours long, you can get a free hotel. Here's how. I flew from Amsterdam to Guangzhou and I had a layover of about 24 hours. I struggled a bit navigating the website while trying to check in, so I reached out to the customer service via the chatbot. They clarified that it is indeed not possible to check in online, at least for my flight. They also explained to me how I could reserve my transit accommodation online before taking my flight. It's actually quite easy. You can find the tab under transit services on their website. I booked it and got my confirmation via SMS as well. I only had one option which I could book from, so it wasn't clear to me whether you normally have a choice like I saw in some of the videos I watched online. So I was hoping to ask about that once I got to China. Nah, but the punctuality of this flight though was next level. The plane literally started moving exact time they set for departure. Wild stuff. It was a long overnight flight. We got 3 meals on board: dinner, a sandwich, and then breakfast. Good soup. The flight was about 10 hours 30 minutes long. They also had this cool feature of having cameras around the plane. At least it was the first time I experienced this on a plane. You can get different views around the plane while you're taking off, in the air, and even during landing. How cool is that? Oh, and before taking off, I made sure to get my VPN. I used NordVPN and it worked just fine. I got to the airport, seamless process till I got out. I did not travel with luggage, so everything went much faster. Went to the transfer accommodation counter. They got my confirmation message, gave me the sticker and told me to wait and I will get picked up in a few minutes. I barely sat down and we're already getting picked up. Got to the hotel at about 5 p.m. The airline actually has their own hotel, less than a 10 minutes drive from the airport. You always have to share a room with someone if you are getting the free accommodation. If you're traveling alone and you don't want to share, you can always pay around 30 euros for an upgrade to a single room. The extrovert in me just couldn't be bothered to pay, bro. I also made some new friends while waiting in line to check in. It was a Friday evening, so we had to head into town. We ordered an Uber, Didi in China. Alipay came in clutch. Don't forget to download that before you come. The drive was about 86 minutes long, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Wild stuff, but that's a conversation for the next vlog. One thing I gotta say though, the EV industry here in China is impressive at first sight. Electric cars everywhere, brands I've never seen nor heard of before in their numbers. I have not heard the sound of an engine. I mean, no revving, and that's not even an exaggeration. Anyways, the free accommodation from the airline also has breakfast included, and the shuttles leave from the hotel to the airport every 10 minutes, so you're covered for transportation as well.